Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Should I even ask how you guys are doing? Shannon celebrating Skip. Said he was treading today. Can the show go on?
It's a beautiful morning, Jenny. It's a beautiful morning.
Beautiful morning.
I got a great night's sleep. Jamal Murray, Yoke, they did their thing, Skip. Ooh, how you doing, Skip?
I'm not here.
Yo, yeah, you here. You right here. You right
I'm
across
not doing the show.
Well, you know what?
You can do it by yourself.
No. Snoop sent me a little something for you. He said, but give Skip one of these. It'll calm him down, and everything will be okay in about 15, 20 minutes.
I need one of those little things that get you up.
Oh, no, I ain't got none of this. This right here ain't gonna get you. This right, none of this will get you up. You will think you up, but you really down. Hey, Skip, how you doing?
I'm doing terrible. How are you?
Why are you doing terrible?
At least he's honest about it. Is this
Because
the
LeBron
first?
just won his fourth ring. I can't believe what I just saw.
This is not about LeBron. We're not talking about LeBron.
I can't believe it.
I can't.
I just had to get turned into a Nuggets fan. Who would have ever seen it coming? I'm now a Nuggets fan.
Really, Skip?
I don't know what to do with myself.
Really? Is that where we going?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never
I cannot
seen
believe you, Skip. I can't believe you would do
off
that.
the top of a show. That is a first ever, I think, for Undisputed. And since you mentioned being a Denver fan, Skip, let's talk about what exactly they did to your Clippers last night. The Nuggets made NBA history, becoming the first team to ever come back and win a series down 3-1 twice in the same postseason. Kawhi, who went 6 of 22 from the floor for 14 points, and the Clippers were left stunned as their championship aspirations were cut short of even a conference finals appearance. Paul George didn't help matters with only 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting last night. So, Shannon, I start with you. What's the biggest reason for the Clippers' collapse?
One name, 2 words, Kawhi Leonard. This is not about, Skip Bayless tells me, this is not about complimentary superstars. This is not about auxiliary players. This is about your stars. This is about a superstar. This is about the best player in the NBA, which he's never been. But people got so mad at LeBron. They get so tired of talking about LeBron.
People do?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, everybody. You know him.
There are 9 billion blind witnesses. The world is blind.
No, we're talking about analysts. We're talking about analysts. They've been trying to give this guy the mantle, the pedestal for the last 3 to 4 years. Although he's never won a regular season MVP, he's never been the best player in the NBA. He won 2 finals MVP. But was he the guy? This was a Tim Duncan. This was Manu. This was Tony Parker's team. He came in the background. He won. He went to Toronto. There was no expectations. They were not the favorite. Now, instead of being the hunted, instead of being the hunter, you're the hunted. Yep. Let me tell you what Kawhi Leonard did. As the best player in the world, he just blew a 3-1 lead, and in all the games, he had a double-digit lead. If you're the best player on the planet, that cannot happen. 2 points, Skip. Can I interest you in 2 points in the second half on 1 for 11 shooting?
Wow!
And he was flailing away. He was crying. And before I get this, I want to make sure I get this. Let's get it in here, Skip.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. You remember how Paul George and Pat Bev was yakking at Dame Lillard? Oh, you going? You packing? You mean to tell me they're about to go into luxury tax? They gave up their future. 2022, 2024, 2026, 23, 25. You got swaps. To go 1 extra round? To go 1 extra round. That's what it did. They can't even get to the Western Conference Finals.
Nope.
Because your guy, the guy that many said is the best player on the planet, gagged. He choked. There's no other way around it. It's the greatest choke job in NBA history. I defy you to find me another superstar that had a 3-1 lead and gagged like Kawhi Leonard did. He gagged. I told you, sometimes a man can make his destiny on the very road he took to avoid it. DJ, can you drop that track? Because I want to narrate over it. Because, Jenny, I know you remember opening night.
Jenny's not here.
Jenny's not here? Okay. But anyway, Skip Bayless, are you here? Opening night, something transpired. Boom! It detonated like that earthquake that happened in July. He shocked the conscience of America. He did this.
This was great.
Whoa. It's not your turn to talk. Let me talk. I'm narrating over this. Yeah, you can see this down in the background as I'm talking. You see a little keychain dangling. He pulls up in his 6'4". He riding low on Kawhi Town. He exit Kawhi Avenue. Oh, this is new Kawhi. Kawhi. He's never, ever going to live this down. He gagged 3-1, and he choked them off, Skip. You mean to tell me you could only get me 2 points? And you couldn't stop? Hold on. A team full of dogs. Nobody can lock in like these guys. And there go Doc using that again, that energy, and they've been playing together. I'm done with the excuses. There is no excuse for this. Or when Pat Bev, when Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are on the floor, they're 11-0. And then they were 11-1. And then it was 13-1. And y'all, nobody can beat them. Oh, no one can beat this team. The Nuggets spotted them 2 games and walked them. Skip Bayless, this is embarrassing. I told you nothing will kill a legacy more than expectation because that's what he had. He wanted Paul George. I bet he wish he had Kyle Lowry now. I bet he had Pascal Siakam now. This is utterly ridiculous. This is embarrassing. Kawhi Leonard shot 27% in the fourth quarter in these series. Is that good? No. Now, everybody, hold on. Where are those next-gen stats that says Kawhi Leonard is the best closer in basketball? What does this say about you? Skip, you read it. You read those stats.
That's not my stat.
You read it.
I did not read it. Our producer read it to you.
No,
we did not do it on the show.
No.
I defy you to go find where I.
You mentioned it. Did you mention it?
I don't believe it. If I brought it up, it's because I don't buy it. I've never told you he was a closer. I've always told you he's not a closer. Don't put words in my mouth.
Hold on. I thought he was a shutdown defender, though. You told me he's the best defender in basketball. LeBron James is not even close to Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he wasn't. You told me LeBron quit playing defense 3 years ago.
No, I didn't say he quit playing defense. I say he don't devote that kind of energy because he's asked to do even more offensively.
Well, same for this guy.
Whoa.
This guy became the whole offense and nothing but.
Whoa. So that's why they got 83 points on him. But anyway, neither here nor there. Skip, I want to know, when Jamal Murray starts cooking, he can't stop that. Says, you know what, guys? Paul George, other guys, y'all take the offensive end. It's on me. It's incumbent on me to shut Jamal Murray down. Okay, now he tried to do something with Yoke. Yoke had his way with him. Skip, you see these numbers? You look at what they got. They got 14 from Grant. They got 16, 22, and 13 from Yoke. They got 14 from Harris. They got 40 from Jamal Murray. So I'm trying to figure, who is he guarding? So the Clippers playing with 4. And then Paul George. Skip, before I'm going to turn it over to you, Paul George. This is what Paul George did in series ending elimination games. Last night, he was 4 of 16. What did Paul George have? Paul George, 10 points, 4 of 16. Series ending loss in Utah 2019, 3 of 14. Season ending loss at Utah 2018, 2 for 16. Season ending loss, elimination game against Cleveland, 5 of 21.
Always.
Wow.
What do I call him? Help me out. What do I always call him? George Paul. Don't I call him that?
Well, he
turns into George Paul.
Jamal Murray outscored Kawhi, PG, and Lou Will 40-31. There's no other way. Doc Rivers gagged, Kawhi, Paul George and the Clippers
gagged, said Shannon Sharp.
Hold on. Who's lost more 3-1 leads?
Doc.
Okay, then. Who has more Game 7 losses than any other coach in NBA history?
Who has the second most Game 7 wins in NBA history to Red Auerbach?
Whoa.
Doc.
Second most. Who has the most L's? The most L's.
6 and 8.
Skip. The man has blown 3-1 deficit. You remember in Orlando, Skip?
I do.
Had Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady said it's going to be so great to go to the second round. Up 3-1. Boom. Skip Bayless, this is the ultimate choke job, and I want to see you wiggle this one. But somehow, I'm going to see you wiggle way out of this. So go ahead.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You better put your seatbelt on because I'm about to just destroy most of what you just said.
You can't, because they're not going to the playoffs. They're going no further. You can't destroy anything.
Just for the record, the all-time greatest choke job we have ever seen in the history of this sport happened to your man, LeBron James, in the 2011 finals.
Say it again.
He was up 2-1.
Say it again with your chest out.
And he made a list, according to my friend Stephen A. Smith.